Hey guys, Mario Cavallo here with Dragon Quartz Audio. It's been a super busy couple of weeks, and I've got a amazing announcement to share with you that is going to be more great for you. In the world of audio gear, I realized after I found the Amari LP16 turntable that I want to find more products. These are that meet those qualifications. Okay, here it is. It's a compelling offer. I found it because I bought it first. Okay, my own money. That's where the rubber hits the road. And a lot of other audio gear YouTube channels, these guys are great. Same thing. Okay, we put our money where our mouth is. When we're talking about the gear, we need and want it to sound great for us, for what we paid for it. And it's got to be the same for you. And this is what we're here to do. This is what I'm here to do. And, again, if you want a spring suspended plinth turntable, you can't beat the Amari LP16. There it is. It's untouchable. Okay. I mean, any other spring suspended plinth turntables out there are a lot more expensive. The Amari's superbly crafted. I did a whole series of videos for you on that. I've gotten a lot of inquiries. I really, really appreciate. And I also want to mention that I now have a new, I mentioned before I have a German partner. Now I have a new American partner. Okay. And I have right now, heading on the boat, 3 Amari LP16 units heading to the United States. They will be stored in our Phoenix warehouse. When whoever you are going to be that will buy them in the United States, boom, out they go by, I guess it's UPS, DHL, or FedEx, right to you from there in the United States. So things are moving along as I hoped that they would, and I have the big announcement to make for you. That wasn't the big one. That's a great one. But the big one is this. I have partnered with, because I was looking for more products, and next thing I know, I am on the phone with the CEO of QueenWay, Guangzhou. They are one of China's largest international distributors of all the other major top quality Chinese brands, some of which you heard, some of which you've heard, some of which you haven't heard of. Okay. And now we are going for it. We're going offline. We're online. In fact, and I'll tell you more in a moment, they are shipping me more products now that we selected. Said, I want to review more products for my viewers, okay? And because I want to find in all the other categories great deals just like that Amari LP16, okay? So we're talking speakers, preamplifiers, integrated amplifiers, power amplifiers, tube amplifiers, phono stages, DACs, plus a lot of the other gear, some of the side accessory gear. For example, some of you doing crossover upgrades. Again, QueenWay lists all the parts. You want to buy upgrade, Jansen and Mundorf caps. They got all that stuff too. All those little parts for people who like to do crossover upgrades. Okay. I've been working hard to want to bring you more, and I struck gold. It's been a great couple of weeks, and I'm so excited to share this announcement with you. So, you may know some of these Chinese brands. I got them listed here, right? Here's a few right here. Cayenne, that's my A88T quad KT88 reference amplifier right there. I originally bought this on the screen. It's over there on the other side. Oh, I'm using dual mode in my Samsung flip phone. I like that. I can talk to you and then also be referencing and showing you the gear when I'm doing reviews. Cayenne, SMSL, Denafrips, Topping, Jay's Audio, Shengya, Opera, Hi-Vi, Swans, Knob Sound, Shanling, Morel, and many others that I didn't just name. Okay, AV Play, QueenWay. Guys, the bridge is set. Okay, we're in a new world. You just get this China brand skepticism and just set it aside. And I'm grateful for companies like Fozzy Audio and SMSL for helping, and others, Topping, for helping make that happen. Okay, because the bridge is now in place. Okay, China's manufacturing ecosystem and design system, they can make exactly the quality that any company wants. Okay, including the really expensive stuff. The company is the one that tells the factory what specs to make it at. Okay, this includes many expensive brands for their lines made in China that are very successful, like, for example, in speakers, Sonus Faber. Okay, well, the bridge is in place. Chinese companies have created their own brands, and the quality is the same, and the price is a lot lower, because the cost of doing business, the cost of operating a business, the cost of salaries, the overall costs here in China are 3 to 5 times lower. Okay, I know, I live here for 25 years. I speak the language pretty well enough that I can communicate with all of these companies, okay, in Mandarin. So I'm uncovering it. I'm your detective. I'm your Sherlock Holmes speaking Mandarin guy, okay? And I started by doing it for myself, okay, because I love audio gear just like you do, okay? And I'm a jazz pianist. You know, that's my story. You know, I'm a jazz piano player. I got my Yamaha electric piano right over there. I'm doing a gig for a big event next week up here in North Shenyang. Okay, I love jazz piano. I love the music. So like you know, in my way, I'm a discerning listener. So when I'm sitting and listening to a set of speakers, an amplifier, listening to the source, whether it's the DAC, whether it's the turntable, whatever it is, I'm discerning myself. I'm a discerning listener. I want to hear the clarity in the sound stage. I want to hear clean bass, clean, clear mids. I want to, and highs, and a nice, beautiful sound stage with plenty of clarity. Now, every system has a different sound signature. Okay, it might be about refinement and clarity. It might be more about the romantic sound, the more romantic scale sound. So we talk about some of this more specific gear that gets reviewed out there. It's all good. It's all good, meaning it all sounds really good. Okay. But the gear is made and known to have a certain sound signature. Okay. They're a little bit different. Overall, those differences are really small. Okay. But the specific personality is very clear. So you need to know the specific sound signature is very clear, and you need to know, so you know exactly what you're buying. Okay. Like I mentioned in a previous video. Okay. And the Nagauka MP110 cartridge is nicely, well refined, controlled, excellent, but it's not an Ortofon Blue. Okay. Same price range, both excellent cartridges, but it's got more of a warm scale through the mids and across the soundstage, whereas the Ortofon is more dry and refined and clean and clear. You know, I like the Nagauka. You might like the Ortofon. They're both excellent. All this gear is excellent. So now, with my new relationship with QueenWay, I'm going to be reviewing more and more of this gear. I already have right now on the way here 3 items that are going to be doing reviews. Okay, the first is an example. They have a no holds barred, super expensive $2,300 phono stage preamp. I asked them, what do you want me to review next? Let's pick the gear, some of it expensive, some of it super value priced, that we want our viewers, that we want you to see, okay, and to be able to compare. So one of the things that they're really hot about, I mean, this is the items they're confident in, this is what they chose to send to me, is this $2,300 phono stage. It's got a separate power supply. It's big. It's very sophisticated. I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. More down to earth price-wise, okay? They're sending me a set, and it is a pair of speakers, stand mounts, beautiful, nice look, nice wood cabinet, okay, 6.5-inch 2-ways, with a silk dome tweeter, AV Play brand, okay? Established brand. You may not have heard of them because they're not in your territory, but I can send them to you. And these speakers specifically, they are actively promoting as speakers that were specifically designed for mid-range voicing, for vocals, acoustic music, small ensembles. They are designed with a silk dome tweeter. They are designed for very low listening fatigue and super mid-range clarity. That's what they tell me. And I have my very respectable JBL 530 stand mounts that I'll be able to compare side by side. Nice, very nice, because that's a different sound profile, right? Different sound signature. So we're going to go through and we're going to do this review together. You're going to be able to go, yep. And those speakers, by the way, I think they're like in the $1,100 range. And thirdly, specifically, they're sending me their QueenWay EL34 quad tube amplifier. And I'm really happy about that because as you see in the video right here, I have the perfect amplifier to compare that to, which is the reference standard, and that is the Cayenne A88T reference amplifier, which I purchased and paid like $2,000 for. That's that amplifier to this day, the reference amplifier, okay, for quad, 4 tube amps. Now, I happen to roll my tubes into EL34s. I did it just a couple days ago. It was on my mind to do that because one of my KT88s finally went out. I've had the amp for about 6 years. One of my KT88s looked like it was about to explode, so that tube was shot. So I needed to put new tubes in my amp. I just put in not super expensive tubes, okay? I did the AI search for all the reviews on all the different series of KT88s out there and the whole different series of EL34s out there. And I settled on spending practical money because they came highly recommended overall. And that is the PS Vane Classic EL34Cs. So that's what I put into I just swapped out the old Gold Lion KT88s, which supposedly a lot better and are expensive, $75 a piece for those Gold Lion KT88s. Well, guess what? I'm telling you right now, I've had them on for maybe 20 hours. They sound great. The EL34Cs sound great. They got plenty of highs, wonderful mid-range clarity. There's the clarity in the sound stage. I've been listening to jazz. I've been listening to lots of acoustic music today. I'm telling you, they sound great. So now I have a Cayenne A88T with the EL34s. That's a top reference tube amplifier. And now QueenWay is sending me their far less expensive, and it's not luxury. It's very beautifully finished black aluminum, nice looking case and all that, but not luxury, okay? It's not a $2,000 tube amp. It's like, I think it's around $700, okay? So, and they've asked me to review that amp, and they also are offering and recommending that EL34 tube amp together with those stand mount speakers. So this is a nice mid-pricing of audiophile sound quality that the Chinese brands are offering. And this is the kind of thing that I'm going to be bringing more and more of to you here in Dragon Quartz Audio because of these new developments that I'm so happy to announce in this video. So that's it. New relationship with QueenWay. I wanted to bring you more products. That's for you because these products are fabulous performing, very well built, and incredible price value. Okay, like it all started for me offering you when I discovered the Amari LP16 turntable you see sitting right over there. And got the German partner who's incredibly excited to be working with me in the German market, and now also the new American partner. 3 Amari LP16 turntables on the boat heading for the United States. They'll be there in inventory. This is all the things that have been happening over the last 2-3 weeks. I haven't actually done a lot of other videos during this time. I've just been so busy pulling all this stuff together. Now, the video reviews are coming up. More about, I'm going to dig deep on the tone arm in a video on the Amari I think I still feel like I need to do a couple more deep dive videos on the Amari, and plus all this other gear that's going to be coming up. I love telling you about my new EL34s that I tube rolled into on the Cayenne. Wow, they really sound great. And they're like $20 a piece for those PS Vane classic EL34Cs. Happy to let you know about that. Highly recommend them. They sound terrific, and they're not expensive. I'm here to share these details with you. I want you to look at your gear and go, oh, I'm so glad I bought this gear. Look at that. It looks great. It sounds great. And I paid a great price for it. That's what I'm here for. I'm the bridge. I'm so happy to be a part of it. Living here in China for 25 years. That's my story. And I appreciate all your following me. I've got almost 100 subscribers now because, I set up the separate Dragon Quartz Audio YouTube channel from my original Mr. Ma's Adventures channel. We're all loving the audio gear. I appreciate your following me there. I appreciate your support. And that's it for this video. We'll catch up again soon as I continue rolling out more and more of this information and these new product reviews and recommendations. Thanks.